video we are going to study soil conservation, its measures, and soil erosion, causes of soil erosion, types of soil erosion. So what is soil conservation? Soil conservation is the preservation of soil. And why to preserve the soil? To preserve the soil from deterioration and loss. So, soil conservation is preservation of soil from deterioration and loss by using it within its capabilities and applying conservation practices needed for its protection and improvement. So in soil conservation, the important is preserve the soil. And how we preserve the soil? By using, number one, by using it within capabilities, and number two is by applying the conservation practices. So soil conservation is the preservation process in which two steps are necessary for its conservation. First step is by using it within its capabilities, and second step is by applying the conservation practices. Now, where soil conservation is necessary? Generally, all sloping land which are brought under cultivation may subject to any degree of soil erosion. So as you can look in this image, when we brought the soil or the land which is a very slopy land, and if we perform any type of cultivation activity, so there is a chance that there is a soil erosion. And to control that soil erosion, we need to perform some engineering or say mechanical measures to conserve the soil and water. So in short, we can say soil conservation is necessary on sloping land. The next question is, on which factors soil conservation depends? Now, if you want to perform soil conservation activity, we have to consider some points. So which are those points? So soil conservation measures for the agricultural land depends upon, number one, soil, number two, land slope, and number three, rainfall characteristics of the area. So how or which type of the soil is present in that area is the factor, whether it is sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. Second factor is the land slope. How much is the land slope here? 2% slope, 4% slope, or more than 5% slope. And third characteristics or third criteria is the rainfall characteristics, whether it is the high rainfall region, medium rainfall region, or low rainfall region. Accordingly, we have to select the types of bund. So if the high rainfall is there, we have to select the bunds, its width accordingly. Now, which are the soil and water conservation measures adopted? So we can say broadly there are two measures. Number one is agronomical measure or biological measure, and number 2 is engineering measure. And agronomical measures are like agronomical measures are performed on the land which have a relatively less slope or less than 2% slope. So in that case we may have a choice of crop, mulching, crop residue management. We have performed these activities as an agronomical measure. And in case of engineering measure, we can build a contour bund, graded bund or terracing. Now first look agronomical measures. So agronomical or biological measures. So first is the choice of the crop. So in this case we choose the crop such a way that they will not they will help in controlling the soil erosion and water conservation. Second is the mulching. In mulching we use a different plant residues as a mulch material, or we can use the different mulching materials for that purpose. Number 3 agronomical measure is crop residue management. So in crop residue management, what we do, whatever the crop residue remaining of the previous crop is used in that furrow, so that it will conserve the water as well as soil. Now in engineering measures, so number 1 is a contour bund. So where engineering measures are necessary when the land slope is more than 2% or 3%. In that case we convert the land slope into the series of contour bunds. So these are the contour bunds which are exactly on the equal height or equal elevation, and these bunds will help to reduce the soil erosion and to conserve the water. Then in engineering measure, second is the graded bund. So graded bunds are necessary when the area is having the rainfall more than 600 millimeter. So if the area is having more rainfall more than 600 millimeter, we have to build a graded bund. So graded bund have some grade so that the rainfall water can flow along this bund, while in case of contour bund the rainfall water cannot flow through this side of the bunds. Then number 3 engineering measures is terracing. So terracing is performed when there is the very large or slope and that area is having a good amount of soil. Then in that case we convert that area into the cultivable land by using a terracing practice. So in terracing practice, as you can look in this image, this is look like the terrace, and we convert this slopey land into the terrace with the purpose of cultivation. And why the cultivation is possible? Because this area is having a good depth of the soil. So terracing operation is performed in the area where there is a good amount of soil. If there is no soil, we cannot convert it into terracing. Now terracing may be bench terrace, sloping inward, sloping outward types. Now what is soil erosion or definition of soil erosion? The soil erosion may be defined as detachment, transportation and deposition of soil particle from one place to another under the influence of wind, water and gravity forces. So what is soil erosion? As you can look in this image, soil is getting detached from one place, then transported to another place. So soil from this portion get detached and get transported to another place, and it get deposited. And how this happens? This happens due to the influence of wind, or it may be influence of water, or it may be influence of gravity. So these are the three forces: wind, water and gravity. So due to that, the soil particle get detached, transported and deposited, and this is called soil erosion. So soil erosion is nothing but the movement of soil from one place to another place. In short, we can say it is the movement of soil from one place to another place. Now we have seen the definition of soil erosion. Now what causes the soil erosion? So there are three agents or three causes of soil erosion. Number one is the wind, number two is the water, and number three is the gravity. Now how wind erosion happens? So you can look in this image. So when the high velocity wind passes through over the soil surface, at that time it collects some soil particle along with it. So it detaches the soil from this place, it transports the soil and it get deposited to another place, and this happens due to the wind. So wind comes here, detach the soil from this place, transport the soil from this place and deposit to another place. So wind is the number one cause for the soil erosion. Then second is the water. Now how water is responsible for erosion? So after rainfall, or when there is the water flowing over the surface of the land, at that time that water detach the some soil particles, they get transported along with the flowing water and they get deposited to other place. So here again happen detachment, transportation and deposition to another place. So water is the second cause of soil erosion. And number three is the gravity. Now how gravity acts? So as you can see in this image, so this large soil mass is get down from this top hill to the bottom of the hill due to gravity. And how gravity act on the soil mass? So due to some reason, when the soil mass weight increases, due to any reason, at that time gravity is continuously acting on the soil, and when that gravity forces is sufficiently becomes high, then that soil get downward, or that soil get detached from this place, transported to another place and get deposited here. So this is the one example of erosion. From this place soil get detached, transported, erosion. So this is the example of erosion happened by gravity. Now the types of soil erosion. So broadly, erosion is classified into two groups. One is geological erosion, second is accelerated erosion. Now what is geological erosion? So geological erosion is also called as natural erosion. So it happens naturally. So when naturally rain falls, that along that rainfall, So this is the natural process or naturally happening activity is called geological erosion. So geologically some forces act on the soil and that erosion happens. Now second is accelerated erosion. Now why accelerated erosion happens? Accelerated erosion is not a natural erosion. It is the happening due to the some interfere by human activity like road construction, building, cultivation activity, and due to that soil balance get disturbed and soil get detached, transported to other place. So as you can look in this image, so this is the example of erosion. So soil is being get eroded from this place. Now let's look in detail about geological erosion. So what is geologic erosion? It is also referred as natural or normal erosion. So geological erosion is a natural or normal erosion. So it is a normal thing that is happening in the nature because it is a natural. Then second, geological erosion, it represent under the cover of vegetation. So as you can look in this image, the vegetation is present till the erosion is happening because there are some natural forces are responsible for that. Then number 3, geological erosion takes place as a result of action of water, wind and gravity. So these are the natural forces: water, rainfall water, wind and gravity. Then number 4, the rate of erosion or rate of geological erosion is low. So why it is low? Because it is a normal erosion or it is a natural erosion, and natural erosion is happening at a very slow rate. Now second group of erosion is accelerated erosion. So what is accelerated erosion? So when the vegetation is removed, so as you can look in this image, there is no vegetation is present. The land is put under cultivation. So when the vegetation is removed and we are performing the cultivation, the natural equilibrium between the soil building and soil removal is disturbed, and due to this the removal of surface soil takes place at a much faster rate. So accelerated erosion happens much faster rate. Why it is a faster rate? Because we are interfering or we are disturbing the natural equilibrium of the soil, and this accelerated erosion is also known as abnormal erosion. So it is not normal, it is called abnormal erosion. And since this erosion is happening on cultivated land, we also call it as soil erosion. So this erosion is also called as soil erosion. Now we have seen what is soil erosion. We have seen the types of soil erosion. Now what is the difference in between geologic erosion and accelerated erosion? So let's look one by one. Geological erosion is referred as natural or normal erosion, while accelerated erosion is artificial erosion or say abnormal erosion. Abnormal erosion. Second difference is geological erosion represent the erosion under cover of vegetation. So that means when the vegetation is present on land surface, till the geological erosion is happening. While accelerated erosion, when the vegetation is removed, the land is pulled under cultivation, then the natural equilibrium between the soil disturbs, and due to that accelerated erosion happens. The number 3, it takes place as a result of action of water, wind and gravity. And accelerated erosion, the removal of surface takes place at much faster rate. So if we consider a rate of erosion, in case of geological erosion it is a low, erosion rate is low, while in case of accelerated erosion it is a much at faster rate. So why it is a faster rate? Because we are disturbing the natural equilibrium. And last difference is we can say geological erosion may be considered as a part of natural erosion, soil forming processes. So geological erosion is happening continuously in nature, and it is the part of soil formation process, while accelerated erosion is abnormal erosion, and when it is happening on cultivated land it is termed as soil erosion. Now important questions. Question number 1, what is soil conservation? So what is soil conservation? It is the preservation of soil. Why to preserve? So it want to preserve from, so that it there will not be deterioration of soil and loss of soil. By applying it or different soil conservation measure and using it within its capabilities. Then second question, which are the soil conservation measures used? So broadly there are the two measures, one is the agronomical measures, one is the engineering measures. In agronomical measures there may be we perform a mulching operation, crop residue management, while in engineering measures we perform contour burn, graded burn, terracing operation, etc. Then next question, what is soil erosion? So what is soil erosion? It is the process of detachment, transportation and deposition of soil from one place to another place under the action of wind, gravity and water. The next question, what are the causes of soil erosion? So there are the three forces responsible for soil erosion. One is the water, wind and gravity, glacier. The next question, write the types of soil erosion. So broadly there are two types. One is geological erosion, one is accelerated erosion. The next question is, write the difference between geological erosion and accelerated erosion. So geological erosion is the natural erosion, while accelerated erosion is artificial erosion. Geological erosion is the normal erosion, while accelerated erosion is abnormal erosion. Geological erosion happens at a low rate, while accelerated erosion happens at a much faster rate. Geological erosion happens when there is the vegetation present, and it is the part of soil formation process. So whatever the soil is formed is that is due to geological erosions, while the accelerated erosion happens on cultivated land and it happens at much faster rate. Then the last question, define soil erosion, geological erosion, accelerated erosion and soil conservation. So this is the end of the video. Thank you very much For watching this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.